Welcome to The Explainer. So, today we're going to talk about a pretty radical idea when it comes to wealth. What if making money isn't about chasing something out there, but about becoming someone in here? We're about to dive into a philosophy that pretty much turns everything you've been taught about getting rich completely on its head.
Okay, let's start with a little thought experiment. A powerful one. Just for a second, really imagine it. What would your life actually look like if money was just not a concern? And I don't just mean paying the bills, I mean living a life where that little knot of financial worry in your stomach just disappears. Can you feel that? Just try to hold on to that feeling.
All right, now what if I told you that vision you just had? It's not some far-off dream. It's actually attainable. But here's the twist. It's not about working harder or struggling more. Nope. It's about a deep, fundamental shift inside of you, a total shift in your consciousness.
So, if the answer isn't just work harder, then you've got to wonder what's wrong with how most of us try to get wealthy. Let's break down the usual paths people take, and you'll see why they're often a dead end.
We're basically taught there are a few ways to get rich, right? You could, I don't know, steal it. Obviously not the way to go. You could get lucky, maybe an inheritance, but you can't really plan on that. Then there's the big one, good old hard work. And look, hard work can definitely make you money, for sure. But does it create lasting financial security? Rarely. That leaves this mysterious fourth way, a much more powerful path. And it's all about that shift in consciousness we've been talking about. Okay, so to really get our heads around this fourth way, we need a new way of thinking, a new mental model. And it all kicks off with a really simple, but honestly, pretty profound analogy involving an orange. Just think about an orange for a second. What's inside of it? Orange juice, right? So when you squeeze that orange, what comes out? Orange juice. It can't be anything else. Well, the exact same thing is true for us. What's deep inside of you, your core beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings, that's what's going to come out when life squeezes you, when you're under pressure. Your reactions, what you do in those moments, that just reveals what's really going on inside.
And here is the absolute key to all of this. Your outer world, and yes, that includes your bank account, is just a mirror. It's reflecting your inner world. That stuff that comes out when life squeezes you, that's what the world reflects right back at you. So what you experience on the outside is always, always a direct result of what you truly believe on the inside.
All right, this is where it all comes together. We're getting to the core idea of this whole philosophy. And I'm telling you, this is the one idea that can change everything. So if wealth isn't about the external stuff, not hard work, not luck, then what is the real cause? Where does it actually come from? And the answer? Well, it's a total paradigm shift. It's not about what you do, it's about who you believe you are. Remember that orange juice inside you? The very core of your inner reality? That's your self-esteem. Your sense of self-worth is the actual fountainhead, the true source where all wealth and prosperity begins to flow. We have got to get this relationship right, because most of us have it completely backward. We think, if I get the money, then I'll feel worthy. Then I'll feel good enough. This philosophy says, no. It's the exact opposite. A deep, internal feeling of worthiness that's already there, that's the cause. And the money, that's just the effect. It's what shows up as a result. So what does this mean? It means the goal isn't really about hitting a certain number in your bank account. That's not the prize. The real goal, the first and most important step, is to cultivate this inner state, this consciousness, this deep, unshakable feeling that you are already enough, that you are inherently, right now, worthy of all the abundance in the world. Okay, I get it. This might all be sounding a little abstract, a little out there. So how do you actually do this? How do you build this new consciousness? Well, luckily, there's a practical framework for that. Let's dig in. So we've got these 6 laws, and these are the real actionable steps for building that foundation of permanent prosperity. And don't think of them as like strict, restrictive rules. Think of them as tools. Tools you can use to deliberately reshape your inner world, which, as we know, is going to reshape your outer financial world. Let's take the law of order, for example. The idea here is that the way you manage anything is the way you manage everything. So even something super small, like keeping your wallet organized and tidy, it's not just about being neat. It sends this powerful message to your subconscious that says, hey, I am worthy of wealth. I respect myself and my money enough to manage it well. And that feeling of worthiness gets a huge boost from the law of attitude. This one is all about taking ownership, taking responsibility. The moment you stop blaming other people or circumstances and start genuinely feeling grateful for what you already have, you literally shift from a mindset of not enough to one of abundance. And this is not just some feel-good, wishful thinking. You are actively rewiring your brain to spot opportunities instead of just seeing roadblocks. Okay, so we've got these laws, this framework. What's the number one most powerful tool we have in our arsenal to actually make this change happen? Believe it or not, it's your imagination. The idea is to use your imagination to live in the feeling of what you want, as if it's already happened. This is so key. The goal isn't to figure out how it's going to happen. It's to feel wealthy, to feel secure, to feel free right now. You live from not feeling, and you let the how take care of itself. And this classic quote from Napoleon Hill, who's really the inspiration behind all this, just nails it. A powerful, burning desire, that's the fuel for your imagination. If you have a weak, kind of, sort of desire, you're going to get weak results. But a white, hot desire, one that you can feel as real in your imagination, that, my friends, is the starting point of every single great achievement. And that really brings us to the final and maybe most important question. This whole thing isn't about becoming worthy someday, after you've made the money or achieved the thing. The entire philosophy hinges on this one question. What would you do differently if you truly, deeply knew you were worthy of wealth right now, today?